So, Cal, it's been a week. You've done fuck all.
Yeah, I know, but I think I've done fuck all really well.
Yeah.
I had flu, so last time we recorded, I went home, slept, end of the day, went to sleep, got up, went to try to go to work in the morning, got told to leave because I would infect everybody.
That seems right.
I know, I mean, it seems entirely fair, but I thought, I may as well. I wanted to turn up. I didn't want to just phone in sick.
Yeah.
I wanted to
turn up sick.
Yeah,
point at your own
and go.
face.
Well, obviously I'm too ill, so. But I think that's better than phoning in sick because I'd left it too late. If I'd done it on the Tuesday, they could have found cover and stuff. But I thought, it might be better tomorrow. Who knows?
So it's been a long week of Netflix for you.
It's been a good 5-6 days of just watching Netflix. Netflix is really difficult because like, do we watch that? So then it was like, has this film got a crocodile in it? Yes, we'll watch that one.
Hello and welcome back to the Space Jam Continuum, the show where we try to make a cohesive cinematic universe out of something that was never meant to be one. I'm Chris McLennan.
I'm Carl Noble.
And you're back. You're back with us.
I'm a person with a cold, not a person with a flu.
That's good.
And
you sound less gravelly.
Yeah, I mean, I feel
you look less like
infinitely
a corpse.
Better. Like, despite the fact I've got a cold, I feel great.
Set a low bar though.
I did set a very low bar, and I have also had some medicinal mead before I came here.
You sensible soul.
Why not? It's been a while since I'd had anything. I had a couple of bottles of gin sat in my fridge, and I was like, "Oh, they're tempting."
You know, they really didn't need them. Feed the flu, get a cold, pissed up.
Exactly, and the flu's gone.
Gone.
Let's get it pissed up. Let's get it pissed up.
So last week we ended with Porky's Midnight Matinee.
We did.
We're going to get some Bugs action in. Got a new character coming up this week as well.
We have.
So I reckon let's dive right into it.
Let's just get straight in.
We've got one called, I believe, Wabbit Trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Wabbit Twobble.
I guess what that's about.
Well, it is a Bugs and Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, there's going to be a hare involved somewhere.
They have called him a rabbit.
Whoa.
Not a hare, for the first time.
How is Bugs going to refer to himself, though?
Let's find out. There's a good note here, though. Right, obviously there's this normal one, first Bugs Bunny cartoon directed by Bob Clampett.
Okay.
And then above, first use of the fat Elmer. So I'm looking forward to that. So join us for the first use of the fat Elmer, Wabbit Twobble, from December 20th, 1941. Oh, he got tubby.
Didn't he just?
They weren't joking. It's not like a slightly different
No,
Elmer.
like he is.
He's still definitely Elmer.
Yeah, because he's still got the same speech pattern. He's still, characteristics.
His mannerisms are still the same.
I'm
It's just that he's got a lot.
I'm wondering whether or not he's just like, now that he's found the city life and he's not used to a normal human body, that he doesn't quite understand how, eating works and how it's going to have an effect on the body. So maybe he's like,
I guess we were still in the advent of him being like a fully fledged like human too, rather than.
So I think he's recently discovered donuts and went, oh yeah, they're good, and hasn't realised that they're good, but eat too many of them, you're going to pile on the pounds. I think he's still trying to get used to himself.
I don't know, because he'd still been carting around as a human for quite a long time.
Yeah, I know, but
and we don't really know what his lifestyle was before. He was a hunter, I guess, but not always. He had a car, he drove about. He wasn't feral. Was
no, but he was an egg, and beforehand consuming food never really had any effect on him.
Yeah, I don't know. My first thought when I saw him was type 2 diabetes.
That would be very well could be.
Maybe him just sort things out under control in the future.
Well, he just learns how to deal
because he doesn't
with it.
I don't think, as skinny as he was before. He was skinny before, but just with a big head. And then, I'm trying to picture...
He never goes into proportion, though.
Yeah, but I'm trying to picture... this is the closest he's been to in proportion.
Yeah.
But like, I'm trying to picture him later on, and like, I think he's still got like a stockier body. It's tiny, but it's like it's not skinny.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm inclined to think he's learning what the real world's about.
In the middle, we thought he might just be wearing all of his clothes because he took off his entire suit, like
took off his suit, had his pajamas underneath.
So like that was a chance. Bugs is full Bugs now though.
Yes, yeah, he's definitely crested over. I wonder whether or not he's going to fluctuate between the two before he settles on the one we know.
Because we had to skip back to see what the last thing that happened to Elmer was.
Yeah, see if it was any sort of harrowing event.
Yeah.
Which may lead him to consume
pretty
more.
much the usual fare. That was the episode where Bugs' voice went weird and he had a cold for ages, and then he went
Elmer just went to get a kip.
Yeah. Which he's mainly doing this time as well.
Yeah.
He's trying
to have a rest and relaxation time in the Yellowstone National Park.
But yeah, this was like the purest Elmer and Bugs type cartoon, apart from the fact that Elmer was a large man.
He was a large man.
Like this was, Elmer turns up on his little camping trip. Bugs is there. Bugs fucks around with him.
On a camping trip?
Yeah,
because this isn't Bugs' normal place of living.
Yeah, but I think he seems very much to have dedicated his life at this point to
pissing off Elmer.
Pissing Elmer off, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it's like just a contract for Bugs.
Maybe. Do you think that's
rather than a holiday?
Who would pay him to do that?
The old egg people.
The old egg people.
Yeah, maybe they're annoyed that Elmer made it out and they're now trying to.
Yeah, but they're only alive for a little bit. Like none of them would have.
Maybe there's a council of egg people.
The members of that council would cycle around pretty fucking quick.
We can call them the box of eggs.
The box of eggs.
Making this up. Pulling it out my ass. I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, Bugs does seem to just follow Elmer around, apart from when he had to shake that cold. And even then, there was an Elmer-like character.
There was an Elmer-like character. And he does, I imagine we're going to see him trying to annoy various other characters. I think it's just Bugs' bit, isn't it?
But yeah, he tricks Elmer a lot into, thinking he's been asleep, thinking he's woken up too late, too early, makes him all tired, has him run off a cliff, as you do. He packs up his stuff, he gets out of there, and at the end he sees the sign for Yellowstone National Park, and it says like a
place for rest and relaxation.
Yeah, something along those lines. And a restful retreat.
Yes.
That was it. And he says it's baloney, and he chops up the sign with an axe, he stamps on it, and he turns around, and Bugs is there with the park ranger. And then Elmer's in prison at the end.
Yeah.
As are Bugs and the bear. Now, I get why Elmer got put in prison, but Bugs and the bear...
I don't think Bugs and the bear
I don't think they were in
meant to
prison,
be in
but I
prison.
think they turned up.
I think they've turned up to annoy.
Bugs, it made sense for me, right?
Yeah.
Because he could just probably get in through the bars.
I think he's subcontracted out to the bear, though.
So I'm wondering if Bugs literally made a deal. It's like, can you just pop us in there? Me, this bear.
What, with the park ranger?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
Like, he's just like, look,
enough.
I've got a job on, it's to annoy this guy.
Yeah.
And, I've done pretty well, he's in prison. But
I want to keep this going.
They've paid for the time.
So I'm going to use it.
And I've got to use it.
Yeah.
But could you put me in there with this bear, please?
That seems entirely fair. I don't know why this episode got me thinking. I was watching Bugs, and he's still got gloves on.
Yeah.
Now, Bugs always has gloves on.
Yeah.
A lot of other characters have gloves.
I know, the one that springs to mind isn't a Looney Tunes character, though. A Mickey Mouse springs to mind as...
Does Porky not have gloves?
Because
this is
not always, I don't think.
No, but I'm wondering whether
he does he does when he bursts out the drum. I think.
Yeah,
I think it's
I didn't know if they were an Acme product,
like a human hand.
Yes, whether or not they're an Acme product that certain creatures who don't have.
Yeah,
like human digits,
operate with your...
something that they can put on, because it was something in this episode that I looked at where I looked at Bugs' hands and I thought they're exceptionally human-like. They're not just like they looked, even though there's only 4 digits.
Because it is absolutely the hand you get on like an Acme grabber.
Yes.
It's that white gloved hand. It's got the 3 sort of marks on the back.
I'm wondering whether or not there's something you can put over your ordinary animal
They make
paw.
them for different. They make them for different animals. It's like there's a sort
This
of
is the rabbit fit. This is the pig fit.
yeah.
This
It's like
is
the
dog
hand,
fit.
and then there's a bit that's sort of in. There's like for a trotter. For
Yeah.
a paw.
So even though they've turned sentient, you know,
they
maybe
haven't fully mutated.
yeah. So maybe the creatures that have been born sentient for a long amount of time. So a good
I see that 'cause
a
we've
good
seen
history.
things like horses and that turn sentient, but they've still got the hooves.
Yeah.
And like they'll run upright.
Yeah.
Like a person, but like they've still got hooves.
But maybe
for
it takes
hands.
generations and generations to develop ordinary.
And Porky's obviously still got. Well, no, he's got. I mean, we think he still has trotters.
Well, we assume he has trotters on his feet.
Yeah.
On his hands, if he's wearing gloves, then yes, I would
I
assume
don't
he
know.
has
Let's
trotters.
keep an eye out. It's a Porky episode now, so
Let's watch that
Let's
and
have a
see if he's got gloves on.
this one is called Porky's Pooch. We've had no end of speculation about Porky and his dog.
Relationship with dogs.
So it's another Bob Clampett one. Oh, who was credited as Wobbit Quampet in the last one, which I
did like
which
how
I
they did
enjoyed.
that.
But yeah, it's the last one of 1941,
Well, 942.
which means we'll have done 4 full years, and it only took us 6 months. This is our 26th episode.
This is our 26th
We've done 6
episode.
months. We've
Gonna
been
have
watching cartoons for 6
Well
months.
done,
now.
sir. Well done.
But yeah, join us then, watching the last tune of 1941, Porky's Pooch from December 27th, 1941. Unbefucking-leavable.
that,
We've been saying that. We've been saying that for 6 months.
and there it is.
There it is.
Just laid out on a silver
Dog
platter
subs,
for
just
us.
definitely a thing. Like
Yeah.
literally just
Fully
part of the
confirmed.
universe. Not symbolics we made up.
No.
Just symbolics we noticed far sooner than they put it in.
Oh my god.
So it starts with a dog in a pancake shop, which is also operated by a dog, but
Yeah.
that's largely irrelevant.
Yeah.
He can't afford to eat. He's got a belt on. He tightens it up. It
empty.
reads empty.
Yeah.
He goes outside. He sees his mate in the back of a car. They start talking, and at first we're there thinking, so they can communicate when they're not sentient, and this is what it's like. But no.
These are just two sentient dogs
They're
talking
just
to each other.
sentient, homeless dogs.
Yeah.
And the other dogs, they're going, I got myself a master, right? And this is how I did it. I'll tell you how.
Yeah.
And he goes to the fancy penthouses, and he goes all the way up to the top floor, and he rings on the bell with the intention of doing the hard sell. Who should be there but Despot Porky?
Porky the Third.
Porky the Third.
In Porky Towers.
He's in Porky Towers. So this is definitely the Despot Porky.
Yes.
Right now, this is not the unfortunate Porky lookalike from the movie theatre last week.
Who's potentially Porky the Fifth.
Well, yeah, I mean, we don't know. We just know that the portal opened up there.
Yes, there is another Porky kicking about.
And we know there was a botched assassination attempt.
Yes.
They got the wrong pig. But, yeah, so the dog comes in and he's basically going, he's hard selling the idea of the dog sub.
Yeah, I'm really affectionate. I know all the tricks.
Yeah. And Porky's resistant to it, presumably because of the hard sell, because we know what Porky's about.
Yeah.
He loves that shit.
He does. He does love it. So whether or not maybe he's just just come out of a...
He doesn't like to be bothered.
No. But I'm thinking maybe he's just come out of a sub-dom relationship that, maybe didn't end well because of the, dictatorship thing.
But, Porky is very sort of quick to ire these days.
Yeah.
So the second time the dog knocks on the door and jumps into his arms, Porky just carries him to the balcony of this 30-storey building and just throws him off it.
Throws him straight down the stairwell. We assume he hits the bottom, but Porky doesn't hang around to find out.
Because Porky runs back into the room and the dog's just there real quick.
Yeah,
already.
that's true.
But my point is that Porky, in his maniacal
isn't bothered about throwing.
He didn't think twice about it.
No.
He just goes, okay.
Off you go.
And yeah.
This Porky needs to die.
The dog is persistent. He eventually sort of
feigning
suicide.
Yeah.
Then he does throw himself off the building.
Yeah.
Porky can't really keep his old self contained.
No.
He legs it down the stairs.
He's very quick.
He gets to the bottom of the building, but down the stairs quicker than the dog falls. But then the dog he's homeless. He's not really playing by society's rules, so he could probably slow
Toon
himself down
Powering.
with Toon Powers. Yeah. And he smacks into the pavement next to Porky.
Yeah, Porky misses catching him.
Yeah, he whiffs it.
Which, I mean, you can see somebody coming. You can line it up pretty well.
Yeah, not Porky.
Evidently not. Maybe he's got no depth perception.
He thinks the dog is dead.
He does.
The dog isn't dead.
Nope.
And they buddy up. They're very happy about it. And we're to presume that Porky is his new master. But what we're amazed about is that this is just in there. Oh, and then at the very end, the dog sort of presents.
Yes.
And goes, "I'm a bad boy."
Yeah.
And that's how that cartoon ends.
But it's just...
And we didn't make that up. If you're not watching along, that is how the cartoon
That's
ends.
actually just a general outline of the whole cartoon. Yeah. Like, we've been saying that this is the way it is since maybe since episode 1. I think we started toying with the idea.
Yeah.
We started toying with the idea of the sub-dom thing.
We locked it down in our second episode.
Yeah.
Because I remember calling it a hot dog sub.
Yeah. And this is now confirmed. Episode 26. It took us 6 months to lock down and confirm this theory.
And we thought that was going to be something that was like, on the whole, as it pressed on, difficult to reconcile with the...
with how it all works. And here it is. It's laid out for us in one episode.
And there's been a few little things like that. This is the biggest one, though.
Yeah.
This is the theory that I least thought was going to be just what's happening. Confirmed.
Wow.
Amazing. And I don't know how much else there is to take from the episode other than, wow.
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean, there it is. It's done.
Done.
We can chalk that one off.
That's no longer a theory.
Next time we see anything that relates to that, we don't even really need to talk about it that much because
that just is.
There it is.
Sentient dogs putting themselves in submissive roles for a variety of reasons. Sometimes it's just to get their rocks off. Other times
it's for food.
It's because they're stricken with poverty.
Yeah, running on empty.
But yeah, dog sub
done.
Confirmed.
I do like the idea.
Bob Clampett number.
I do like the idea that there is belts which can tell you when you're empty or not.
Yeah, let's get on Kickstarter with that.
Yeah, here's a belt. If you tighten it up and you hit empty, you're empty. You need food.
Porky wasn't wearing gloves. Porky has pig hands.
He does.
Well, he has pig-coloured human hands.
Yeah, got pink puffy hands. But I mean, like that
because Porky was in a towel throughout most of this episode.
Yeah,
so we know he wasn't wearing clothes.
He doesn't. That
doesn't prohibit the acne gloves existing.
No, because we know that Porky comes from a line of
he was born to sentient.
Yeah, he was born sentient, so he comes from a line of sentient.
That's a very
pigs.
good point.
So I'm thinking that when we do see him wearing gloves, that's just because he fancies wearing gloves. If we come across a Porky who wears gloves constantly, then chances are that maybe that Porky is from a line of Porkies that, or maybe isn't from a line of Porkies, just isn't from a line of sentient.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to look at if we see Porky the Fourth again, or
see whether or not he's continuously wearing gloves.
The mistaken victim of that botched assassination again. See what they're about.
Yeah, because let's say Bugs is wearing gloves, and from my recollection, wears gloves quite a lot.
Bugs like quite quintessentially wears gloves.
Yeah,
that's part of the Bugs look.
Yeah,
nothing else. Just gloves or ladies' clothes. They're the two options.
Gloves or ladies' clothes.
They're the two options for Bugs.
Yeah, occasionally a hat.
Occasionally a hat.
What's next? What are we on with next?
We're moving into 1942.
Good.
So this is the first year where they started actually producing colour ones.
Oh, good.
The colour ones we've been watching are recoloured later on.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, so this is where the Portal upped its game, decided to show us some colours, but only on the weekends because I think most of them are still black and white.
Yes, yeah, because the next one we've got up is what's that?
Porky's Pastry Pirates,
and that was computer colorized in 1992.
Well, there you go. But Porky's Pastry Pirates, it's our first one of 1942 from January 17th. So join us in watching Porky's Pastry Pirates.
Let's.
Is he a bee? Is he a wasp?
I mean, he referred to himself as a bee at the end.
Electric zappy beetle.
Well, maybe it's an electric hornet.
An electric hornet. Let's roll with that.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, we've had rabbits that hares that rabbits, turtles which are tortoises. I mean, fuck it, I don't know what these things are.
Mice are baby elephants.
Mice, baby elephants, cat dogs, who knows? Maybe some sort of cow chickens.
So,
maybe this explains why
Porky's Sanitary Bakery is the scene.
That's where we're at. And we were both very confused as to which Porky this ever actually is.
Because it's like, well, why would Despot Porky
just run a bakery?
Be running a bakery. But, I mean, everything there just had his like face and name all over it.
It did. But I mean, it is possible that Despot Porky is going to lose his kingdom.
Yes.
His dictatordom. Whatever the hell you call it.
Yeah, we thought that would end in assassination or uprising.
Oh, but I mean, it's possible it still will. But it's possible that the government have just moved in, or maybe the agencies kind of went, no.
Maybe, I don't know.
Sorry, but no.
It's hard to tell, but there's something off about it, because it's called Porky's Sanitary Bakery.
Yeah, I mean, that alone, that alone screams insanity.
And when he's chasing like the wasp or the fly about, he's screaming about how insanitary they are, how clean it needs to be, and I think he might have just lost his marbles. Like, I think it might be Porky's Bakery, like in a sort of fearless leader kind of way, where it's just like everything is Porky's this, that, and the
Porky's
other.
Barber, Porky's TV studio, Porky's Bakery,
all allegedly founded by their fearless leader, Porky the Pig.
Yeah,
there's some crime outside.
Apparently, or maybe somebody needs help.
Crime.
There's crime going on. So that's it. Because I mean, the siren stopped, which means it's happened there. Because that's what they do. When it stops, that's where it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the crime literally outside right now.
Yeah. Good. Well, we'll stay inside with tea and cartoons.
But so Porky's running a bakery. There's a wasp and like some other fly.
I think that's just a generic fly
on the windowsill.
Yeah. Like, and the wasp was trying to help.
Looking through the window, pining for some cake, and the wasp's like, "Hey kid. No, let me show you how to do it."
Yeah, and he goes in there. He
zaps the handle with his sting.
Of a fly.
He has to sort of spoon it up.
He has to charge it.
Yeah. And then he zaps it, and like the handle just frazzles and then falls out.
Yeah, so possibly it's a static thing. Maybe he's not electric. Maybe he just knows how to build it static. Electricity. Yeah, but what I'm saying is maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's not electric.
Yeah, he's got some sort of like friction-based. Like
crank device
inside his
bum. One of us had to say it. May as well be me. Yeah, maybe there's I
was going to say thorax, but bum.
You were going to say bum. Don't fucking lie. You were going to say thorax. Whatever. You were going to say bum. You know you were. I just said it. Here we are.
But yeah, he uses that power several times throughout. Porky's chasing him around with a fly swat, and at one point Porky's like got the fly swat behind him ready to whack whatever's in front of him, and he lands silently on the fly swat and then zaps that and Porky gets electrocuted.
Yeah.
Like, there's all kinds goes on. But it's mainly just Porky chasing this wasp about.
Yeah. Maybe none of this is happening. Maybe this is all just in Porky's fragile mind. And he is just going insane. Maybe the fly was never there. I'd be interested
to see if there's more of this obsession with cleanliness coming in.
Mm.
He was in the bath in the last episode.
That is true. But I'm thinking that this is his descent into madness.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. I mean, the last time we saw him was him getting himself... Oh, well, no, sorry. That was a recap of him getting himself a dog, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because we didn't actually see Porky in that. We saw a recap of how Porky got his dog.
Yeah, that could have been a while ago.
It could have been. Last thing we know is...
Because you didn't get the impression those dogs had seen each other recently.
No.
It was like, hey, old buddy, old pal.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing in that car?
Then I just remembered that other dog's absurd probably meant to be Scottish.
Yeah,
accent.
I think he was a Scotty dog.
It was just an American accent with all the R's rolled for about 3 seconds each.
Yeah.
It was weird.
But I think he was supposed to be
It was
a
a
Scotty
dog.
dog.
It was hard to tell in the black and white one. Well, in the coloured one we were watching, because he was just sort of this weird amorphous black blob.
Yes, with a hangy beard.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm really struggling to place this one because, like,
No,
I'm comfortable with the idea that he's descending into a mad cleanse.
Yeah. No, I think that's very much what's happened. I think there's a bakery in his, repertoire somewhere, and he's went down there to try and clean it up because he's concerned about insects getting in. I'm just not sure.
Do you think he went in there and fired everyone?
Probably, because they're not doing their job properly.
In his mind.
Yeah, but
he put the sanitary in. It was just Porky's bakery, and he was like, "Get out! Get out!"
Yeah, it's a dirty place.
He changed the sign.
I'm honestly thinking that the bee and the wasp, or the bee, wasp, whatever it happens to be, and the insect
he's
in
a bee,
that,
I think, at the end.
He does, but I don't know if they're real. I think they're in Porky's head.
So you think he's just going around a perfectly clean bakery swiping her?
Yes, I think he's swatting at non-existent flies and wasps. That's what I think's happening. I think it's Porky's insanitary bakery.
You've been saving that one for a bit, haven't you?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. And?
But yeah, I think it's going to be hard to come to a conclusion on that one right now. But it's given us some stuff to look out for.
It has.
Porky's obsession with cleanliness. Anything else with Porky. Any other businesses with Porky's name just all over them.
Yeah. But what I think this does lead us on to...
now, if Porky had been wearing gloves in that episode, I would have said, oh, it's probably
it was the other Porky. Yeah.
But
I think what this has led us on to, though, is whether or not we should be checking Porky's piggy bank.
I think we should. I just want to say one last thing. The one thing we did notice is that in the flashcard at the beginning, the Porky pig there has gloves. And that was his granddad.
Yes.
Right? So maybe his granddad was the first one to become sentient. And he had to use the Acme hands.
Mm.
But then his parents and him were born
With
pig digits. Pig digits. I was also going to say pig digits.
Yeah, well, there you go. Great minds, eh?
Speaking of pig digits,
Yeah.
let's see how much is in the
How
Porky
many
pig
digits are in the pig?
So, we make the Space Jam Continuum for free. We're going to keep
Entirely.
doing that. We've done that for 6 months.
And let's keep doing it. We enjoy
let's
it.
crack on. But
Cost somebody.
it costs somebody, namely Rob over at
Yeah.
Kaiju at the minute. So we've set up a Patreon page, and if you're enjoying the show, please head on over to Kaiju, check out some of the other shows there, and click on the support us bit and see what the Patreon page is all about.
$1 a month.
Yeah, even if you could just afford $1 a month, that's like 25 cents an episode.
If you
Like,
only listen to us.
if you only listen to us.
If you listen to
If you
other things, less money per episode.
Exactly, it's a bargain.
Bargains.
And like it really goes a long way to helping us keep the thing afloat. If you can't afford that or plain don't want to, that's fine. But please just help spread the word. Get involved in the discussion. Come see us on Twitter, email us, or just
There's
spread
many
it about.
ways you can help.
Have a chin wag with your mates. Tell them to listen to it. They'll like it. You like it. You like them.
We like it.
They'll probably like it.
We like us. We might like them.
Yeah.
We might like you.
Yeah, let's keep this insular. No, let's not.
No, tell everyone.
Tell everyone about the Space Jam Continuum. People need to know.
They
It's
do.
an expose.
It is.
Yeah.
I think that's enough.
That's enough. I just want to quickly mention Rob's new show over on Kaiju. It's called Law Masters. And basically it's an RPG show, but rather than it being RPG gameplay, it's stuff you can use in your home RPGs. So the first episode's up. It's every week. It's going to be an item or an NPC or a city or whatever that you can basically, use to kickstart some ideas in your own campaign. It's really well put together. It's also got a little bit of story, and it leads you into this one leads you into the item, the Irian wand, and it gives you some stats to use. And yeah, it's It's a little tasty D&D
It's like a little
nugget.
resource, isn't it?
It's a little D&D nugget a week that, it's nice. Go and check it out.
I like it. Sounds good.
Let's watch some cartoons, though.
Do it. Let's do it.
I believe that role-playing games are art. Specifically, role-playing games are theatre, which means theatre artists are natural role players.
What sort of hat am I wearing?
That's the important details.
Is it like a tricorn hat? Yeah,
He has got into full theatre mode now.
Right,
This is amazing.
So they want to be entertained. I'm going to give them a shot with my iron and my tricorn hat.
Life's a game. The world's our stage. And we're merely role players. Merely Role Players, a podcast where dramatic people play role-playing games. Hosted by me, MJ Starling, in association with Blackshaw Theatre Company. Find us at merelyroleplayers.podbean.com or search your usual podcast app for Merely Role Players.
Okay, it's new character time, Cal.
Yeah, it is. It's been a while.
It's an old favourite,
Yeah.
Conrad.
Oh, Conrad.
Who the fuck is Conrad, Cal?
I don't know.
So I'll tell you. So this here it says Conrad the cat. I looked up Looney Tunes Conrad. It gave me two options: Conrad the cat, Conrad the sailor. Click Conrad the cat. He's got a sailor hat. They're the same dude.
Yeah, but when I looked at the picture, it didn't look like a fucking cat.
No, he looks like a
Dog.
blancmange.
He looks like a blancmange. There we go. That's what we're rolling with. Let's go.
Let's go. We're watching The Bird Came COD from January 17th, 1942. First appearance of
The blancmange.
the blancmange. Conrad the blancmange.
Okay, so all upright top hats
Yeah,
contain an angry bird.
we've learned this.
Yes. But I mean, they're not particularly aggressive.
But they come storming out and it goes bom 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 bom
Yeah.
bom 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 bom.
They are very
And
angry.
Stare you down, then he might poke in the eye or something.
Yeah, but sometimes they'll stay into your eye, like occupy the
Like-
space where your eye was,
Yeah.
pushing your eye back
Pushing a small bird head in there.
into the socket
the
hole.
socket. The socket hole. Yeah, so Conrad, he's delivering a plant.
Yes,
He's got a proper mince on him.
he's very
He's
camp.
very camp.
Very camp. I mean, I think it's
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I love the way he gets about. He gets about brilliantly. He's got just such a good way of moving.
He's clearly not the sharpest tool in the shed,
No.
but he's also very diligent.
Yeah. Loves
He's
his job.
Unflappable. Mm-hmm. Like
Very robust.
A lot of things happen to him when he's
Yeah.
carrying that plant. Does he drop the plant? No.
Never.
Does the plant even leave an upright position?
No, and he grew
No.
that plant instantaneously.
Yeah. That's a magic power.
All right.
He opens the back of the truck, load of plant pots in there, he waters one, boom. Nice
Plant.
little palm
Ready.
fern thingy.
Yeah, ready for the side of the stage in which he's delivering it to get
Yeah.
rid of the old one.
So he's mainly... The first half of the episode is him basically going in there, bumping into stuff,
Yeah.
falling down holes,
Yeah.
whatever, but ultimately never
out to deliver
moving
a
from his
plant.
goal.
Yeah.
He gets to the place where he's doing the plant, he puts the plant down.
Makes me wonder
he
why they
picks
didn't
up
water that old plant.
He picks up the dead plant, because that's how that works.
Well, it's dead now. Let's get a new one.
Yeah, they just swap them out.
Yeah.
Maybe he just puts that in the back of the truck, goes to the next place. What is it?
Possibly. I mean, it's possible that these plants can't be brought. It doesn't matter how much you water them.
Yeah, but if he can make a plant
Just appear.
just appear...
Makes me think it's maybe not a plant.
Oh, let's not get into that.
Okay.
That sounds like a nightmarish thing to try and reconcile with anything else.
Okay.
We've already got sentient fire and water.
Well, that is true.
I can't be dealing with it.
Plants that aren't plants.
But yeah, he gets in there, he sees a top hat on the stage, much like Two Curious Puppies did back in the day.
Yeah.
And he...
Because we assumed same bird.
We assume same bird, because
Yeah.
he does a little magic trick with the rabbit. He puts the rabbit back in the hat. He knocks the hat over, and then the angry
Out comes
bird,
an angry bird, yeah.
sort of comes up, bob, 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 and he storms out.
Yeah. Looks at him, then
walks back into the hat, and the hat tips back upright.
Yeah.
So we thought it's the same bird as in the Two Curious Puppies bit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he continues fucking around with the hat.
Yeah. The bird gets
bird
annoyed in various
gets
different
annoyed.
ways. Pokes him, slaps him upside his face.
Yeah, until, again, totally unflappable in this situation until he gets knocked off the stage. He rolls through all the orchestra pit, through all the instruments.
He falls like a footballer.
Yeah.
Falls down one side and then continues to roll,
Yeah.
knocking everything over, making a right scene.
Yeah, writhing about.
Yeah, just he's feigning that he's injured a lot worse than I think he actually is.
And we know he's feigning it because he pops up with one black eye, decides that's probably not good enough, pops back down, pops up with another black eye.
Yeah.
It's like, right, okay,
That's
so you
enough for me.
decided to ham that up one notch further than was really going to wash. But yeah, he gets in a strop, he grabs the dead plant, goes to storm out. He walks through a door and gets covered in bricks somehow. That I didn't really get what had happened there.
Yeah, I don't know whether or not maybe he fell down another hole and came back out, and now that he's
got
been
back,
flapped, his unflappableness is gone.
Yeah, he was all dizzy. He was just wandering about. He wandered into a room. He bumped into some shelves, upon which 6 top hats fell over.
Yeah.
And a bird came out of every single one of them.
Yeah.
Same guy.
Yeah.
Same
angry.
Free angry bird with every upright hat.
Yeah.
That's just a universal law.
There we go.
There we go. That's what we learned there.
Yeah.
That and that Conrad, who looks like a dog but is a cat, is very camp.
Yeah.
Just a very camp cat.
I mean, very. I think he's going to be. I think he's going to be a good, solid favourite. I think his episodes are always going to be entertaining. I think they're going to be entertaining like the Two Curious Puppies ones are entertaining.
Yeah, I think so. It's like they're going to be largely inconsequential.
Yeah.
But, we might get a little
bit
nugget of largely useful but still actual information. In this case, that every upright hat comes
top
with a small
hat,
angry
specifically.
bird. Yeah.
Currently, anyway.
Yeah, we'll see.
But no, I really enjoyed it. The introduction of a new character. I really enjoyed my experience and time with Conrad. It's the first time I'm fairly certain I've ever seen a Conrad cartoon. So
yeah, he's new to me. He crops up again pretty soon.
Yeah.
Do you want to do one more Porky one? Then we can start next week with Porky and Conrad.
I reckon we may as well do one more Porky and just see where we're at.
Then
with
we can
Porky.
start straight in with the Conrad number.
Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah, no, I'm down for it.
All right. In that case, we're watching Who's Who in the Zoo.
Ooh, what else
with Porky Pig. It just says Porky.
Just
everything
Porky.
else says Porky. It just says. I know. Oh,
yeah.
Who's Who in the Zoo from February 14th, 1942.
Has he got gloves?
Has he got gloves? Let's find out. Who's Who in the Zoo lag, more like.
Yeah. That was... No, it was different.
Yeah, so we've got... But basically it's not the first episode we've had where we've basically just been scooting around the zoo, right? Yeah. The first one, quite a while back, we figured that's basically prison.
Yes. Yeah.
In this case, Porky is the keeper of the zoo. Now, he made it very difficult for us to track whether he had gloves or not.
Yeah, because he's got magic appearing gloves.
Not disappearing. So, I don't know, I wonder if that is actually like a way to try and get assassins to target the wrong Porky. He puts on the gloves.
Occasionally.
He doesn't need them.
No.
They're gloves. They're not acne hands.
Yeah,
he puts on gloves to give the appearance of acne hands. But he's the keeper of the zoo. And yeah, for the most part, he's just carting around.
Yeah.
Like doing...
Well, we see him feeding a giraffe and then feeding seals. They're really the only two times you actually see him.
No, you see him hitting that hippopotamus with a stick.
I just put a hippopotamus here and make him laugh.
Yeah, he's doing that. And we can only presume, if Porky Pig is the keeper of this zoo, that when it cuts to the rabbit and all like his kid rabbits all around him.
Yes.
And he's got a piece of paper and he's just going, I can't do it. I can't do it. And he turns it around. It says that the government demands he increases his production by 100%.
Yeah.
This is a gulag.
Yeah. Like, Porky's the government.
Porky's the government here.
And he wants an increase of
Bear
population.
in mind, I don't think we think Porky's the government in
No.
the US general.
No.
He's
But
got
in his
the
area.
you know, the People's Republic of Porkytopia or whatever it's called.
On the farm.
On the farm. Which also...
That's a zoo.
Well, yeah, but...
He's done well.
Yeah, I think it's been expanding though because he had that bakery as well.
He did have
I
the
think
bakery.
I think he's built out from the farm and there's a full on.
So you don't just think he's built these things on the farm?
Yeah, I think it's built like it started from the farm and there's a full.
Right.
on,
Okay. So he's now building like streets and stuff in the
Yeah.
field. So the fields have been taken. I wonder how his dad feels about this because his dad wasn't happy about him being in pictures, let alone.
Yeah,
being
but
a
he
dictator.
made a mistake because I reckon Porky's dad's farm is still there, but the border stops before Porky's bit, which is the chicken bit.
Yeah. He had a chicken farm.
And then out from there, People's Republic of Porkytopia. And yeah,
He had an ice cream man.
he did have an ice cream man.
Had an ice cream man.
Yeah, that lion didn't want the ice cream.
No, it wanted the ice cream man. The ice
Yeah.
cream man's now dead inside a lion.
But yeah, it's escalated.
So do you still think that this zoo is a prison? Or do you think this is
Yeah, I
just
think it's
where he's
gulag.
keeping... Yeah. I'm just thinking whether or not maybe he's just putting his people there now. As opposed to putting people there
I don't
that
know.
he doesn't want to... people who oppose him.
Yeah, I really don't know. But like the rabbit seemed like he was gonna be hard put up to deliver.
Yeah, that is true. He did already have quite a lot of kids around
I
him.
reckon he'd been put in prison.
Yeah. Okay.
But Porky puts like this happy face on it, like it's a zoo, and everyone
Yes.
outside of Porkytopia is just like, "Oh, it's the zoo."
They've got to know what Porky's up to, though.
I don't know.
If you need, like, is he maybe? Do you think maybe
got
he's
to
running
know?
this?
Who's got to know what Porky's up to?
Well, I'm just thinking like the average people in
you know what-
unnamed city.
Do you know what Kim Jong Un's up to?
Yeah, but I know he's not running a theme park.
He does much like
Like,
Kim Jong Il.
I-
Though he's mainly just photographed visiting factories and pointing at stuff.
Yeah, but I know that he's like a horrible dictator. Like I'm assuming that the people in unnamed city are going to like go, Porky, probably a bit of a nasty dictator. I don't think they think he's just running a normal zoo.
No, but the people in but that's the kind of thing they'll put out within Porkytopia.
yeah,
They'll all know.
that is
they all
true.
know he's
Yeah.
not, but he's still there putting like a big smiley face on it.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
He's gone mental.
Well, yeah,
It's-
as his bakery showed, really.
It's
Oh.
quite
He
harrowing.
needs to be killed.
Yeah, we need that ant back.
We do.
That ant on the case.
It's going to be interesting to see that episode and whether or not the agency just brush it under the carpet. It's just
We
like,
need...
Porky the Third. He just went off on a holiday. Wink, wink. And they don't
They
show
probably
the
won't.
assassination.
They'll probably just go this starring Porky Pig, and it'll just be another pig again,
No, that's
like last time.
Yeah,
Like think how they covered it up when he had a kid.
they did.
Well, he didn't have a kid. He covered it up when Petunia had Killer's kid.
Yeah,
So they covered it up when he just got a family. Think what they're going to do now.
that is true.
It's like your star is a despotic leader of a splinter state.
An increasingly large splintered state at that. It's getting bigger.
It's harrowing.
What
I'd
if-
like to see where Conrad fits into this, because next
Yeah.
week we're opening up with a Porky and Conrad number.
But what if they never do anything about it? And actually, the city that we know from watching it as a kid is actually just the fact that his little dictatorship increased to the size of the whole of the US.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't.
Actually,
Maybe Porky's just in charge.
Yes.
And always is.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe that's what happens.
power for 80 years.
But like he possibly dies off and somebody else takes over. But maybe he just becomes in charge.
It's like a legacy family.
Yeah.
There's only one way to find out. But you'll have to join us next
You
week.
have to
for
tune
that.
in next week.
Well,
and
we'll
find
see
out,
how
won't we?
Conrad and Porky Pig come together in Porky's Cafe. Maybe they met in the Navy.
That's possible. Well, we'll find out next week, I guess.
Yeah. Join us next week for more Space Jam Continuum. We'll be doing much the same.
Yeah.
But we've got some Conrad, we've got some Daffy, we've got some Bugs, we've got some Elmer, we've got some Two Curious Puppies. It's a good mix next week.
Oh, it's getting all over the place.
Let's get a good mix of stuff next
Yeah.
week.
Oh,
So
well.
tune in.
Yeah.
See you then.
Bye.